babes, for this video, I'm going to talk to you, last video I talked to you about my issue with night terrors, just the general subject of them. I'm going to talk to you guys today about one that happened, I think, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, just describe it to you and let you know how bad these can be. I don't know how many videos I can do of these, or I will do with these, because it kind of bugs me to talk about them a little bit, somewhat not, I don't know. I look like a naked mole rat right now because I just woke up and took a shower and put on a shirt. And my light, because I'm doing it at this video at 5:48 in the fucking morning and filming as soon as I get to school, the light is casting down so you can see all my shadows, and my double chin is quite pronounced right now. So I'm going to put on these glasses and hope they help. Nope. Okay. So, basically, this was a couple weeks ago, and I don't have night terrors very often, but they do happen. In this one, I guess I was a mob prisoner. I want to say mob prisoner. I want to say, yeah, mob prisoner. Okay, so when I woke up, or the beginning of the dream, let me just say that, I was in the cell. It was just a cinder block cell, and I could tell it was underneath because it smelled like the musty basement we used to have at my old house. It's just really musty and moldy and just underground, just nasty. And it was like prison beds, I assume, because I've never been to prison. Um, and I had one, and this girl that I guess I knew because we were talking and stuff like that, she had brown hair, brown straight hair, down to her shoulders, round face, whatever. I guess I was best friends with her. I don't recognize her, I'm not always me in night terrors. I'm usually, not usually, but sometimes I'm like other people looking in and stuff like that, and sometimes I'm me, but I guess I knew this girl. I don't know her now, but, but she had one, and she was sitting there in like a shirt and sweatpants, and she was like, we're gonna have to try to escape or something like that. And all of a sudden we heard like screams coming from outside or whatever, because we had this wooden, like old, like heavy wooden door, just closed. I don't know if it was locked or whatever. I guess it wasn't because I got out. And I left her to go find something and defend ourselves because I was screaming and stuff like that and yelling. And yeah, so I went, and I was very quiet, so I guess we weren't supposed to be out of our rooms, and I guess we were supposed to be behaving, and me being the ginger I am, I don't know how to behave. So I went, creep, 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 and somehow I got into this garage, and there was like several like blocks of just these cinder block structures underground with just people in them, and there's like 4 I think I passed. There might have been more. But I walked past, and somehow I got to this metal door. It wasn't like iron or anything. It was just like, I don't know, flimsy metal? Like, I don't know. It's like someone stuck a piece of like metal and like put the brackets on it to be a door. That's all it was. It wasn't a big deal. But I moved that, and I got into this garage, and I was barefoot, so I was stepping a whole bunch of like rocks and stuff, which I could feel. Like, I was asleep, but I could freaking feel every rock going in my foot. And so I got in this garage. It was all musty, and there's this big old car. It was like an old Cadillac or something. A mobster car, I guess. So I was scrounging around for something to defend myself with while looking for a way to get out. And I was going through these old, tools. Like, I don't know why a mobster would have old tools, because I don't think they fix anything of their own. Like, they hire people and then kill them after they're done. After the people fix their cars, they just kill them, I guess. I hope a mobster doesn't. I don't know why a mobster would be watching my videos, but, I don't know. Because I'm saying some stuff that I don't think is grammatically true. But anyways, I don't make any sense. But anyways, I was picking through these things, and, I actually pricked myself with a screwdriver. Like, I was sorting through and stuff like that, and a screwdriver jabbed me in my hand, like, right about here. And in my dream, I felt the pain. I felt blood dripping, and I was asleep, but it felt so real. Like, I felt the sharpest pain, And you know, like that tingle, or that tingle thing after you get hurt, like it just stings a bit, you know? I had that in my hand too. When I woke up, it was really weird. I just had this real weird tingling in my hand. Um, and then behind me, I heard this dog, and it was a Doberman, I found out, but it was sniffing on the other side of the car. Not the side that I was on, but the other side. And it was just sniffing around, and there wasn't any people, it was just a Doberman just sniffing. And I, in my head, I guess in the dream or whatever, I was like, oh crap, he can smell the blood. So, like, I covered my hand with my other hand, and I guess I got, like, a bunch of screwdrivers and put them in my pocket or something, and then, like, I tried to get out, or run away, or something like that. And the Doberman didn't, like, get to me or anything, because I closed the door behind me. Of course, that's what you always do. Close the door behind you, people. Um, it was creepy, because, like, I felt like my heart was beating like I was about to get killed. It gets worse. Um, so this is where it gets intense. This is one of the reasons I don't want to talk about night terrors, because it gets so real, and it feels like such crap, and it scares you so much. I'm not gonna act like this is difficult or anything, because like, to me, like, I'm over it, and like it's a story, but it does mess you up a little bit. So I got out and I was running past all these cells. And behind me, while I was exiting the blocks, closing the door behind me, because that's what a smart person does, um, I heard the most blood-curdling screams I've ever heard. And I haven't really heard blood-curdling screams. Like, I've heard babies scream and stuff like that, and, you know, just people on rides and stuff like that scream. It wasn't that kind of screaming. It wasn't that kind of piddly, you know, I need water, I'm having fun on a ride. No, this was blood-curdling. And it was coming from men, it was coming from women, and it was coming from children. The most blood-curdling, it was so real. And then I heard gunshots. Um, and it was all behind me because I was running and trying to be quiet, trying to not let anybody in the other room see me so they wouldn't report me and stuff like that to these people. And then I heard gunshots. And there was these people just screaming for their lives. Like, pure terror. And I felt so bad. Like, even now, it's the stupidest thing because it's a dream. But in my dream and now, I feel so guilty that I didn't go back and try to save them. Like, I know it's just a dream, but still, when you're a good person or something like that, or even if you're a bad person, when someone's life is threatened, you want to do your best to, like, try to help them. And I was just, I ran. I guess I was trying to find a way for all of us to get out, but apparently not. Anyway, so I was running, and all this while I hear, like, these people screaming, and I have these sharp rocks and whatever crap and wood pieces and nails and whatever in my foot while I'm running. And I go into this cubby, and then this cubby, it used to be an old cell block or whatever, but there was an indent where I could go in. And I went in there, and the cell block is right next to mine. All there is a door. And I go in the cubby, and I hear these guys yelling, cursing, of course, because when you're killing people, of course you can't be nice about it. You have to cuss. Fucking douches. But no, and then they come in. I know I'm laughing and stuff, but it's how I cope. And I heard them open the door, not my door, but the person that I knew, the room that I was in, and the person that I guess I knew, they opened her door, and they got really mad when they didn't see me, and I could tell they beat her, because she was screaming, and I heard, like, the pounds and stuff like that against the cement, and stuff like that. I don't know if they were bringing her into the cement. I don't know what it was, but they were, and, yeah, and then, they shot her. And then I was like, oh crap. And this is when I felt the most guilt because I heard her screaming, and it's like I knew this person. It was like a relative. It was like a best friend that like saved my life, and I couldn't do my job to save hers. And I was in this cubby, and I don't know if I blacked out or something from being like a panic attack in the dream or something like that. But next thing I know, I wake up, and I don't know if I was in the abandoned cell block where I was hiding before or what, but I was standing on a chair, with a noose in my hand, like this, waiting. And I woke up when the guys were entering the room. So I don't know if I got killed. I don't know what it was. But they were entering the room, and I was holding a noose right next to my head, and I was staying on a chair in a dimly lit room. I don't know if I was trying to kill myself before they killed me. You know, what my logic is, someone ratted them out to somebody, and they had to like dispose of the evidence. I don't know what it was, but yeah. And I felt like the fibers of the rope, like I held the rope. And my heart, when I woke up, I was sweating. My heart was beating so it hurt. Like I've done exercise and my heart's gotten up there, but it has never beaten so hard that it freaking hurt. And yeah, it was very real. I heard the screams, I heard people getting beat, I heard, all these kinds of things. It was so real. And when the last thing I remember from the dream is me standing with a freaking noose, it was a rough day at school because I went to school the next day. And I mean, I laugh about it now because it's been a while after it, but I could never film this immediately after I had night terror because I would be freaking out and having a panic attack and crying because I still feel guilty, like I said. It just, it bugs me. I could never do that. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys, I might do another video about a reoccurring night terror that I've had since I was like 8. But I don't know. Because like I said, these are really rough, and right now my stomach is getting really freaking sick just thinking about it. But yeah, I know I'm laughing, but that's how I cope with things that bug me. I just laugh randomly. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope none of you have night terrors, because if you do, trust me, I understand. And yeah, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope none of you become mobster prisoners. I don't even know why they think they're mobsters. I've never seen any of their faces, but it seems like something that would happen in a mobster situation. I don't know. I've never been a part of a mob. I've never, been with the hats and all that kind of stuff, and I just haven't. But I think that's what happened. So I just realized how this may look like a webcam shot. Like, how when people used to film, they used to put their laptop on and film with their recorder thing on their laptop. This is not it. This is just crap lighting. But anyways, I love you guys, and yeah. Bye!